Hello everybody, it's the very end of the year and I wanted to talk to you about the most wintry, Christmassy and festive cards in old school Magic. So obviously we're only talking about 93, 94 because if we include Ice Age there would be a lot of other things that deal with snow, ice and all of this wintry stuff, but we're only dealing with 93, 94. So the first card here would be Winter Orb. So it is winter mostly in the name. This is the proverbial orb itself, but overall the card is not so festive at all. You can see it's pretty brutal, it's gruesome. You can see this, polar bear just popping out. And overall not a very pleasant feeling that you get, but yes, there is the snow, there is, again, as we have said, Winter Orb. To me it looks like the Chaos Orb in disguise. Who knows, maybe there is some kind of secret fan theory regarding that. And next we have got Mountain Yeti. So Mountain Yeti is essentially this, Bigfoot probably that lives in the mountains. And yes, he's a Yeti, he's a snowman, so obviously he is definitely used to that snow. I really like the wind here. It's pretty subtle, but still you can feel it. And you can see that everything is, not necessarily only covered in snow, but also there is this snowy wind. And that's why the silhouette is not that far, but still we can see it very well because of the snow. So this is definitely some nice wintry art that features some snow, even a blizzard, I would say. And the same thing cannot really be said about Goblin Rock Sled, because, well, the idea of sledding is definitely very festive, but here, I don't know, maybe that's why it takes them so long, because this mountain is pretty lousy, because we can see that there is something very dark, almost black. I don't know, maybe they just have a little bit of snow over here, just a small patch of snow, who knows. But again, the idea of sledding is pretty nice when it comes to the winter theme. That's why we can say it's a kind of an honorable mention. Next, we have got Plateau. Of course, not the newer, of course, I mean older version of Plateau, the original art that was later lost, unfortunately, by Drew Tucker, the art by Drew Tucker, and this one is not by Drew Tucker, as you know, despite the fact that the illustration credit says so. And this one was originally made for Ice Age. You have heard this story. If you haven't, then you can check out a video here on my channel. And here what I like about it is that, yes, we do see the snow. We see this mysterious figure of a knight in the dark. So it's definitely nice. I mean, it's not in the dark, but it is a dark figure, so to say. And it's pretty good. Not very necessarily wintry, but it does have the snow theme. So when it does come to snow, here is the card that you have most likely never ever played and maybe even haven't paid much attention to. So this Kravis is a part of this very underpowered bad cycle of cards that we've got in Legends. Remember, nobody knows the whole Legends set through and through. So this is the part of the, cancel some kind of walk cycle enchantment. And actually, probably this one is not the most useless one, because Mountain Walk is a thing. We do have, for instance, pretty important Goblin King that gives Mountain Walk to other goblins. So probably this could come in handy, but I cannot imagine this card taking any kinds of slots, even in sideboard, so it is what it is. But again, speaking of art, I like everything here. When it comes to snow, I like this snow. It's really, 3D-like. It's volumetric, perhaps we could even say. I like the mountains. On the one hand, they're pretty substantial, but on the other hand, they have this cartoonish feel. The sky has this very nice gradient, and you can definitely feel, I guess this is the Kravis. It's a word you don't hear every day, actually. So, yes, here it is. Next card would be taiga. So taiga is definitely something that everybody is familiar with. For me personally, the word itself, taiga, is something that I have heard since I was a child. It denotes a very specific type of terrain, and this is something that is pretty familiar to me, to be honest with you. This spruce, this tree, is definitely very nice. You know, it's almost like a Christmas tree, to be honest with you. And it's standing here alone, and those are in the distance. And you can even see the mountain is, you know, it really has some depth. So you can imagine how difficult it would be to climb it. You can even look at this pile of snow and imagine how deep it actually is, how hard it would be to just try and pass here. So this, I think, conveys the feeling of taiga perfectly. Next, we have got wall of ice. So why wall of ice? What does it do specifically? Well, obviously, ice is something that deals with winter. We got snow, we've got ice as well. But this is a card by Richard Thomas. The biggest problem I've got with it is that this card is green, not blue. It always felt very weird to me right from the start because, number one, it doesn't really match together with the frame. And number two, you know, ice is water, and literally the mana symbol of blue is water. So what happened there? I always asked, and you know, justice was served much later. Maybe not much later, but sometime later they printed the Glacier Wall, I think was the name. It was its absolute copy. It's an identical card essentially. Also 0/7, also 2 colors and 1 blue mana. So there we had this blue card. But in any case, this card is amazing. You can see the mage here. This image is properly distorted, you know, because of the eyes that we're looking through like a lens. We can even see this background that was chosen, and it has some nice contrast with the eyes and even with this frame. So overall, it's a great card. Of course, I very rarely play it. I don't even think that I played it in paper. So 0/7, it's nice, but it does pretty much nothing. And even Wall of Stone, I personally wouldn't play. So in any case, the ice here is really, really nice. And next we have got Ice Storm. So Ice Storm, I have shown this card many different times. So of course, as you can see, it is the altered card, and it is altered by none other than Dan Frazier himself. So this is the original artist, of course. And as you can see here, we have got some kind of snow in the corner. We have got the wind that is blowing, and that's why this, I don't know, dwarf or Viking or who is he supposed to be, you know, really struggling against this ice storm. So I think it conveys this feeling of ice storm perfectly. So this very powerful type of winter, not the one you would like to end up in, but definitely conveys this wintry feeling nonetheless. And if we talk about the more calm type of winter, then we can talk about Tandra. So Tandra, as you can see, is this type of terrain that is essentially a plain with snow. And again, remember, so snow is reserved for blue, so it only makes sense. And here you have got those reindeers or caribou, I'm not sure what they are. And what I like most about it is that you have got those tiny snowflakes. So you can imagine this very festive atmosphere. So probably you're even sitting in your little house, and you're looking outside of the window, and the snow is slowly falling, and you've got some warm, for example, fireplace, and you've got some food on the table and maybe some nice music. So really pleasant just to look at. It's almost that you can meditate just by looking at this art and imagining what is going on there. And finally, we have got another green, unfortunately, card, because just imagine how beautiful it would look with the blue frame. But nonetheless, Winter Blast. And Winter Blast is an absolutely amazing piece of art. I have always loved it. It's a very underappreciated card. By the way, the effect is also not that bad. But the best thing about it, of course, is the Snow Queen. Everything is magical about her. The dress, this, staff that is covered in ice, the crown that she's wearing, and the spell that she's casting, and those little, winter blast snowflakes that are just spreading around. It's absolutely beautiful. It's marvelous. And, nothing conveys this feeling of winter better than this card to me personally. So here it is. Of course, you know that I haven't included one card simply because I don't have it. And that's, you guessed it right, the Wintry Mishra's Factory. But you have all seen it. You know that it's really good. Probably it could take the second place, definitely not the first place. So Winter Blast is unbeatable for me personally, but that would be a close second card perhaps. And I just would like to thank you at the end of this year for being with me. And, we have done a lot of different things on this channel this year. I have participated in different events. We've had really different decks. I've got some amazing feedback from you all. And I started finally recording gameplay videos, so now you can see the decks in action. And in 2024, I'm planning to do a lot of different things. Sadly, some of them I had to postpone, but I want to say thank you all for being with me for all of these years. And to new members of this channel, I just want to welcome you and also say thank you for joining, and special thanks to the Patreons. The support of you all is incredibly valuable. And I just want to say Happy New Year 2024. I will definitely see you there. And keep playing old school, collecting, admiring the cards, and being a part of the amazing community. See you in 2024. Bye.